Good morning, class 11th Commerce. This is your subject Economics, chapter number 3, Consumers Equilibrium, Utility Analysis, lecture number 3. So in this lecture, we shall discuss about consumers equilibrium in one commodity case. Let's begin. See, there is a basic question of this chapter. How much of a commodity a consumer buys so that he maximizes his satisfaction and attains the point of equilibrium? This is the question in front of everybody, that how much commodity we should buy. So there are various factors on which purchase of commodity depends. Number one is price of the commodity. Number two is marginal and total utility of the commodity. And third one is marginal utility of money. I'll explain you in detail what are these three factors. Now some of you are thinking that income is the main factor which is responsible for the purchase of goods and services, right? So you might be thinking that if we have zero income, so neither the price nor the marginal or total utility affects the purchase. Fine. So mainly or most importantly, you need to have income or money in your pocket. Fine. So that concept is related to this concept of marginal utility of money. So in this point number 3, we'll discuss that how money in your pocket will affect the purchase of a commodity. Fine. See, price of a commodity, that is the market price. Do remember, we are talking about the market price. Fine. We are not talking about the factor price or any kind of price. Just we are talking about the market price of the commodity. And this price, this market price is inclusive of all taxes. Fine. Whenever you buy any product, there you find that MRP is written. Fine. MRP. Minimum. This is what MRP. Retail price. Maximum retail price. So MRP, and in bracket it is written inclusive of all taxes. So we are talking about this MRP. We are talking about this market price. Fine. Second is marginal and total utility that we have discussed in the previous lectures. Third one is marginal utility of money that we'll discuss. See, in this chapter, or not in this chapter, in complete microeconomics, your price will be denoted by PX. PX denotes price of commodity X. This X represent commodity. This X represent commodity which you are buying. Fine. So if it is, suppose now I have written PY. Now what does it mean? Price of commodity Y. If I have written PA, what does it mean? Price of commodity A. Fine. So here it is PX that represent price of commodity X. Now marginal utility of money, that was the third factor, marginal utility of money. It is always represented as MUM. It is always represented as MUM. Marginal utility of money represented as MUM. Fine. Now, what is marginal utility of money? Marginal utility of money money refers to the worth of a rupee to a consumer. आपके लिए एक रुपी की क्या वैल्यू है? That is the marginal utility of money. What is the worth of a rupee? A consumer defines it in terms of utility that he derives from a standard basket of goods that he can buy with a rupee. Fine. Here the word buy is missing. That he can buy with a rupee. Okay. So now suppose if a rupee can buy 100 gram of sugar and 500 gram of rice and 500 gram of salt. This represents a basket of goods. Here it is written the word standard basket of goods. That means you are not purchasing a single commodity. You are purchasing the basket of goods. You are purchasing the variety of goods. Fine. So marginal utility of money is the worth of that rupee. The worth of that rupee which you are spending on a particular standard basket of goods. Fine. Now see, if we are talking about the consumer's equilibrium, fine. So what is the situation of consumer's equilibrium? Consumer equilibrium says that rupee worth of satisfaction that you are willing to get is equal to the actual satisfaction you get. Fine. So, see, here is the diagram, but let me clear. See, diagrammatic presentation. So, what is the consumer's equilibrium situation? Consumer equilibrium is stuck at the point where MUX, that means marginal utility of commodity X upon PX is equals to MUM. And but do remember that MUM is always constant. Fine. Whenever you are showing the consumer equilibrium through the diagrammatic presentation, so you need to draw the table first. Okay. In the previous slide, I have shown you the table. So you need to draw a table, and in that table, PX will be taken as assumption. You will assume yourself what PX you want to take. You can take any value of price. But prices will also be constant and MUM will also be constant. You can assume MUM as any number. Now suppose I assume MUM as 4, and in the previous slide I have shown you the table. In that table I have assumed MUM as 4 and PX as 2. Fine. So the point where MUX upon PX is equal to MUM. Suppose here MUX is 8. So 8 divided by 2 is equal to 4. So this is the point of equilibrium. This is the point of consumer equilibrium. Now in this diagram, suppose P is 12 here, 2 here, and quantity of commodity, suppose it is 8. Fine. So this will be the point of equilibrium in a single commodity case. See, here MUM we have take this is constant. Fine. So in this diagram, in this particular diagram, they have taken MUM as 1. Fine. If we take MUM as 1, so automatically MUX will become equals to PX. It will become equals to PX. Right or wrong? So in this diagram, in which we will show the consumer's equilibrium, then you will take, see, wait, MUM as 1, fine, MUM as 1, whatever is the price, same will be the MUX. So price, now suppose I am taking 2, MUM will also be 2. So here our point of equilibrium, this line which is horizontal to x-axis denotes PX. It denotes PX. So the point where MUX upon PX, MUX is equal to PX, the point at which MUX is equal to PX, that point is known as consumer's equilibrium. Fine, this point is known as consumer's equilibrium. So there are two ways to strike at consumer's equilibrium in one commodity case. One point is where MUX, wait, let me change the color, this pen. Okay, you have understood the concept. Now see, with this table, it will be more clear to you. See, suppose a consumer is buying a range and the price orange. Consumer is buying orange and the price of each unit of orange is ₹4. Hypothetical marginal utilities are given. Marginal utilities are decreasing. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Price is taken as constant. So हम कितनी commodities खरीदेंगे? Will buy only 4 commodities. Why? Because at commodity 4, this MUX is equal to PX. 4. Fine. So we'll buy only 4 units of a commodity because at this unit MUX is equal to PX. तो कंज्यूमर्स इक्विलिब्रियम का सब पॉइंट यही है. कंज्यूमर इक्विलिब्रियम कहना क्या चाहता है? कंज्यूमर इक्विलिब्रियम आपको सिर्फ यही बताना चाहता है कि आप कितनी कमोडिटीज खरीदोगे, आप कितनी यूनिट्स खरीदोगे. फाइन. तो हम सिर्फ उतनी ही कमोडिटीज खरीदेंगे जिस पर हमारा MUX विल बी इक्वल्स टू PX. फाइन. और MUX अपॉन PX इज इक्वल टू MUM. तो इन दोनों में से जो भी सिचुएशन आपको अपने एग्जाम में लिखनी है, जो भी सिचुएशन आपको डिफाइन करनी, यू कैन डिफाइन अकॉर्डिंगली. फाइन. अगर आप ये वाली टेबल एग्जाम में बना के कंज्यूमर इक्विलिब्रियम शो करते हो, देन इट इज ऑल्सो फाइन. और जो मैंने आपको थर्ड लास्ट स्लाइड में टेबल शो करी है, अगर आप वो बना के कंज्यूमर इक्विलिब्रियम शो करना चाहते हो, दैट इज ऑल्सो फाइन. फाइन. सो you have two conditions to, you can choose any one of the condition to show the equilibrium in one commodity case. MUX अपॉन, आप टेबल में अपना ये भी दिखा सकते हो कि एक पॉइंट पर MUX अपॉन PX इज इक्वल टू MUM हो जा रहा है, तो दैट इज ऑल्सो आवर पॉइंट ऑफ इक्विलिब्रियम. फाइन. MUM. और आप ये सिचुएशन भी दिखा सकते हो कि द पॉइंट एट विच MUX इज इक्वल्स टू PX, तो वो भी हमारा इक्विलिब्रियम है. सो बेटर है ये टेबल आप याद करो. दिस विल बी इजी टू अंडरस्टैंड और इट विल बी इजी टू कंस्ट्रक्ट इन द एग्जाम. फाइन. सो इन द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर आई विल डिस्कस विद यू द कंज्यूमर्स इक्विलिब्रियम इन टू कमोडिटी केस. फाइन. This was consumers equilibrium in one commodity case. Now we'll discuss consumers equilibrium in two commodity case. Fine. So here is your homework. Draw consumers equilibrium in one commodity case. First is you will read the concept from the book and then you will understand what is particularly written there and then you will start with your homework. No matter, you can use the book, you can draw the table which is given in the book, but the main thing is you have to understand the concept. Fine. If you don't understand the concept, you can personally message me on WhatsApp. I'll take a different class or new class of this topic. Thank you so much.